Didn't go. Kinda. That's fine. We're going anyways. So yeah. Welcome, Riddell Sports Network. I'm Dan. This is Dare.
Crickets.
Dave.
Juan Soto wishes he made the All-Star team because he needs more money. Huh? Uh-oh.
I need more allowance.
He's spending already.
Oh my God. We're gonna start. I was gonna start with Bobby Jenks, but I've lost him amongst the tabs up here. So we're gonna start with the the Bucko Bricks, as they're called. Pittsburgh. Bunch of people bought Bucko Bricks, and what is that? It's a brick that they put outside the stadium. You could put yourself on. You could put your company. You could put your deceased grandma. You can put your nephew, whoever. Pittsburgh decided in the offseason they were doing some remodeling, and they decided to dig them all up. They were supposed to put them back. Someone found them in a dumpster, in a landfill. Here's the good Lord, I wish the ads would stop playing, but
yeah, that's crazy. Why wouldn't they have just stacked them? Even if you would have stacked them next to the building or something around the corner, be like, oh yeah, that's where everybody's Bucko Bricks are. That's crazy. And I bet they had to be $150, $200 a piece. That's insane. Did they comment on that or no?
Not that I've seen yet.
That's nuts.
But at the very least, what if you were to take the bricks and build a brick wall of?
That's what I mean. Around the corner, do it around the back of the stadium.
Next
like, that's where your bricks are.
Yeah, near the Roberto Clemente statue or whatever.
Yeah.
But this is
crazy.
The second thing that they've screwed up this year, because remember they took down the Roberto Clemente thing. What are we doing?
They put that up quick. Put that back up. And how are you this sloppy? If you're going to do something like that, wouldn't you crush them immediately? You know what I mean? Or throw them in the lake or something.
Yeah. What I think happened, someone who's worked like in, different management positions, somebody was told to dig them up and put them somewhere, but maybe that person was on vacation that week that got the email, and someone else was taking their place. Like,
oh, let's get rid of this junk.
What these bricks doing? Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's ridiculous. Not only it's disrespectful because of the people who are on it, but also you got money for it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Unbelievable. Zach Wheeler, I think he's pitching tonight as well, but his last start he throws a one-hitter, gave up a solo shot. 28 batters, one hit, no walks. Absolutely dominant.
Wow.
But yeah, he's the man. Kinda pawkish. Not as much as Cooper.
Yeah,
but it's close. Yeah. Could be like a cousin. But yeah, he's in top form, and they need him because the rest of the pitching staff is kind of brutal. So they need to make some moves. We're going to talk about the Yankees at the deadline, but we'll talk about what the Phillies need to do as well in cash or trash. Oh, this is one you just showed me.
Yeah.
You never know what the copyright's going to pick up. Barry Bonds explains, if you want to explain this one. So Bonds was asked about Shohei Ohtani.
Yeah, and he says back in his time, in his era, you hit a home run, you better expect that next one to be at your chin.
Yeah.
He said you're not going to stay in the box comfortable, and you're not going to just keep launching home runs and then you're bat flipping and posing around the bases.
Yeah.
He said that wouldn't happen in my time. My time, you're probably getting plunked or getting one whiz by your face.
Yeah.
And he's right. That was a whole different time.
See, we've gone so far off the rails. I like a good middle ground on most things. I don't need everyone to hit a home run, tuck their head, and run to first base.
A little bit is good.
A little bit of, yeah.
Like Jazz, when he did it and he started grabbing his junk, that turned me off. That's not, no.
He's got one pose for each base.
Yeah.
The one thing I do like that he does, he's running towards third in the camera and points towards home. That's cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
That was all right. Yeah.
He's like, all right, you're just going this way.
And then the bat flip, like if you're Batista, when you got thrown at, or was it when he got hit? And then the next one he hit a bomb.
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to do that and throw the bat? All right.
Jose Batista.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they shot at you, or they hit you. I forgot what happened, or was it around the Odor time? No, Odor was after, right?
So Odor hit him the next time they faced.
Oh, okay.
punched him.
But yeah, he is. I mean, dude hits a moonshot, clutch, and you were amped up.
I think it was a series walk-off.
I think so. And it was like upper deck. But something like that, I could see it. But if you're Ohtani, you got 30-something home runs, and it's a 6-1 game, and you just hit it. Now you're going to pimp, like, you know.
Yeah. Can we stop with the dugout celebrations as well? The Yankees one's cool. It's just them all going, huh, huh, huh,
yeah,
huh.
yeah. You don't like the the trident?
The Mariners were down 10-3 yesterday. And they give this dude, and the look on his face like, why am I carrying this? We're getting our asses
and
beat.
Smashed.
And that was Cal Raleigh hit another one.
Yeah.
So I agree with Bonds. I don't know why we just jumped to this. Let's pimp on everybody.
Yeah. Let's
get some middle ground. Like if you hit a big home run, you know, style it a little bit. Maybe you got a pose that you do.
He says, yeah, you hit a home run, you bat flip, you pimp around the bases, you eat a taco on my face. He said, and then you come home and you think you're getting up the next time and you're just gonna swing.
Yep.
Not happening.
And dudes back in the day, and I didn't like this, they would get hit if they would stare at the home run that they thought might be foul. Like, even if they thought it was going to be fair or foul, and they're just waiting.
Yeah.
Especially if it was like one of those nuttier pitchers, you know? Like, you're watching your home run? He's like, I didn't know.
Just watching to see if it's fair.
Just the most mild-mannered dude seeing if it's a fair ball.
Right in the numbers.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Yeah, I agree with him. Let us know what you think about Bonds, and I know he's not exactly the best guy to listen to these days, but God, he sure lost a lot of weight, huh?
Yeah. What happens when you get off that sauce?
I thought this was a bit of a funny one. While I hate both teams, the Dodgers get blown out in a 3-game sweep by the Astros.
A couple of them didn't get smashed.
The first one was 18-1.
Jesus.
It's the largest loss by a Dodger team against the NL ever, I believe. Against the AL, sorry.
Jesus.
I'm pretty sure that was the second. 18-1. The second one was, I'm just pulling it up here, 6-4, so a close one, and then the third one's 5-1.
See, for all you people out there that think Dodgers are going to run over everybody, thinking like they did last year, thinking they were going to run over the Yankees, they really didn't. We talked about it before.
Yeah.
They weren't even better than the Yankees. The Yankees handed them the series, so
yeah.
Dodgers aren't dominant. They're not the 2000 Yankees, or was it the 09 Yankees? Which one was the
98
squad?
Yankees that won like 100 and
yeah.
I think it was 98.
They're not them.
My boy Brocious.
Yeah.
I still have that t-shirt from when I was like 10. My dude. For no reason either. Who's your favorite player? Like if they said pick your favorite sports player ever, who is it?
It's close between Favre and Frank Thomas.
Oh, okay.
I was a big, always a Yankee fan, but Frank Thomas just grabbed me. He was just just that dude.
Just mash.
Yeah. So it's definitely between Favre and Thomas.
Yeah, I think like if it was football, it's probably Brian Dawkins, but my favorite player is Paul O'Neill. I love his attitude and his, I don't know why that just popped in my head, but I just love how you could never say he wasn't trying. He cared so much.
And they don't make guys like that anymore. This dude felt every loss. He felt every pitch. You know what I mean? He wanted to win. And if not, that bucket was getting destroyed. Them balls were getting kicked over.
Yeah. He's the only dude with an outfield assist with his foot.
That was awesome.
All right. Are you familiar with the Savannah Bananas? It's kind of like it's a baseball team in kind of like a gimmick league.
Yeah, more for entertainment than anything, yeah.
They'll do like line dancing, and there's one guy on stilts.
Do you see the guy hitting on stilts?
I seen him pitching on stilts.
He hits on stilts, too.
Oh, my God. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. When we were going to see them a few years ago when they first came out, first started getting big, tickets were cheap as hell, and now they're like $300 a pop. So,
of course,
we won't be going to see them.
Of course they are.
Yeah, they started off like $40. I was like, yeah, we can go see them.
Hockey right now is like the only sports league left where you can get some cheap tickets.
Yeah.
So
Yankees, I mean, if you want to sit hanging out the rafters, you can get them for $40. But
yeah, opening day, Eagles Cowboys. $600 for literally the last row.
That's how Wisconsin is. That's how Green Bay is. I've been wanting to go for years, but I can't put myself to pay $500 a ticket for 3 tickets.
Right.
You have a $5,000 trip.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but
unless you hit big on the slots.
Yeah.
But he blows out both his hamstrings trying to run to first. He's the only guy, by the way, who was thrown out at first from left field.
Oh shit.
That was him.
Cincinnati Red, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Is that right? I think it was red. Or is that what hat he's got on? Oh, that's not a C.
Yeah, that's right.
Is it a C?
Yeah. He's on them, the White Sox, I believe.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He could mash in his time.
Yeah. And the only reason he was thrown out from left field is because he thought the shortstop caught it. Yeah. So he stopped.
And he wasn't actually the fastest guy in the
world. He's a Frank Thomas-esque guy. Yeah. But yeah, he blows out both hands. And I've never heard of anyone else other than Vince McMahon blowing out 2 ligaments at once. Did you ever see that?
Yeah, when he ran into the ring, tried to get in the ring.
And his both quads snapped.
Yeah. Steroids.
Yeah. Yeah. And he was also, 65 at the time.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's crazy.
He said right off the bone, too. Ugh.
We've had some injuries, but nothing like that, thankfully. Comedy. Bottom. So, Luis Ortiz is under investigation because of gambling.
Did you see this? Yeah, in the second inning, I guess the prop was that he would throw a strike his first pitch. And the ball he threw was like skipped in the dirt, not even close. So, and then again in the 5th inning, I believe it was, his first pitch was to be a strike. He throws the ball 900 feet out of the way. So they're kind of like, and then comes back and starts dotting strikes. So, I mean, is it or... But I guess there was some long money on it, and he made sure the second one he made sure was farther than the first one out of the zone. You got to watch it later. Yeah, he like skipped a curveball and it went crazy.
Like, why would you risk it
and make it that obvious?
But even so, like, if you pitch well, you're going to be making how much next year? 10
million? Yeah, absolutely.
I don't get why you go through this. You make $720.
Yeah.
720 grand. If he loses this job, how much is he going to be making? 35?
Yeah. Well, how if Soto can't make it on 8 million? I mean, 800 million. No, yeah. I don't know.
We'll get to Soto in a second. Jesus.
Oh, I didn't see that.
So
Miguel Cairo.
Yeah. Former Yankee. Yeah. Former probably every damn team.
Yeah.
Let's just do a quick check.
So I know he was a Tiger.
Yeah. The Nationals fire their GM and their manager, and Miguel Cairo is the one of the bench coaches, and he's going to take over. So he played for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different teams.
Wow,
Yankees for 3 years. That's surprising. I didn't know it was that long, but
not your big
player.
Yeah, not your big power guy, but he did his thing, got on base, and played good defense.
He's the type of guy you want on your team. Like, especially because he could come off the bench, no problem,
and didn't care.
Played all the infield positions.
Yeah, absolutely.
And played them well.
It's hard to find them guys that don't complain when they don't get burned, and then they're ready to go when they do.
Talking to you, Jazz Chisholm.
Yeah.
With 2 H's. Unbelievable. I'm a second baseman. Well, no, you're not.
Yeah.
Your ass is playing third because I said you are.
Not today, you're not, buddy.
We'll get to the Yankees shortly. Thoughts on the Nationals firing their...
They were mid. What were they, like 6 games under or something, or 7 games under? I haven't looked at their stats in a minute, but I know they weren't horrible with the record. Oh, now they're down. Oh, they're down to 15 now.
37 and 54.
Yeah, they were at one point like 6 or 7 under, and it. Yeah, I mean, you got a squad, you got a good team, staff's not bad, you got some hitters, so yeah, it's time for a change, definitely. A lot of young players, though. You got a lot of youngins.
Yeah,
maybe mixing up with somebody like Cairo is what they need.
And you know, those kind of middling type of dudes, with the exception of Aaron Boone, are usually good managers.
Yeah,
like the guys who just kind of they were solid, You know, they kind of know a little bit everything.
I think the problem with Boone, though, is he thinks he was good.
Yeah.
You know, you had one hit that made your whole everything. You're a Yankee coach because of one hit.
It drives me nuts with Boone. We'll get into the Yankees here, but I don't understand. Dominguez leads off. He had 2 home runs against the Mets on Friday.
Get him out of there.
Let's bat him 5th tomorrow.
They did that to poor Goldschmidt. I know Goldschmidt went a slump, but he was on fire.
Yeah.
Now you move him. Some guys can't do that. They have to have routine, and you just keep switching it every other day. It's just, I swear, he grabs all the names except for Judge and throws them in a pile, and whoever goes, goes.
Yeah. What they say is that they have a statistics-generated lineup. That Boone doesn't pick the lineup, that he sent one based on the matchups.
Doesn't make any sense.
Get out! It's so stupid. I hate analytics when analytics supersedes like just being a
common
manager.
Sense.
Yeah, it just.
If a guy is hitting, I don't care who's pitching. I'm leaving him there.
Right. And if you want to have a lefty lineup and a righty lineup, that's fine.
I can deal with that.
Yeah.
But then you were trying
slumping, fine.
Yeah, then you were trying to build up Dominguez, and you're not pitching him against lefties because he can't hit right-handed. Well, how's this young kid, who's still a kid, going to learn?
He's what, 21?
Yeah, 20 and a couple, yeah. How is he going to learn? Now they put him in against lefties, and now what's happening? He's batting like 340 against lefties.
Yeah.
Let him burn. You're not running away with the league anyways. Let him burn.
Yeah. Well, we got some Yankee stuff coming up very shortly.
You know how fired up we are on Yankees. If we can't wait to unload.
I want to get this out of the way because it's damn sad. 44 years old is like,
and he was the guy for a minute. He was a stud.
He was the closer on their 05 World Series team.
Yeah, they said stomach cancer.
Yep. Poor guy.
Yeah, definitely sad.
R.I.P. Bobby Jenks. He's on the thumbnail just to give a little tribute to the man, but stud, absolute stud. Let's pull up some stats here. I didn't know he played for the Red Sox.
I didn't either.
Bobby Jenks. Let's see what we got.
He even had a stud name too. That's a badass name.
He played a lot fewer seasons than I thought. 7 seasons. And his 05 team, 2.75 ERA. So yeah, it's unfortunate. Just kind of depressing crap. Why don't R.I.P. Bobby Jenks. Why don't we move on? Get out of this little rut here. We should have started with that.
Yeah, we definitely should have. We usually open with the RIPs, but we didn't.
So, Trey Turner, he's batting a mere 298. Oh, it was 299 when they started.
Were they playing right now?
Yeah, they're playing right now. Yeah.
Nice.
Unbelievable. They're live updating on Baseball Reference. So he has 111 hits, 11 home runs, 23 steals. He's on, we just had the MLB standings up here. He's on a team tied for first place in their division. What more do you want from a guy to make the All-Star team?
Yeah, he leads the National League in hits, third in majors with hits. Plays great defense. I mean, I don't get it. Maybe get Jazz Chisholm batting 240. Let's put him on there. Jesus.
I'm so curious who the NL shortstops are. Oh.
Yeah, Lindor. Yeah.
Okay. He's having a better season than both of those guys, isn't he?
But what they do is, even a reserve is just a random position. A reserve isn't, they don't do random, like they don't do first base reserve, second base. No, they're just random people. So how do you not put a dude with 111 hits up there? Oh, I know. Yeah.
Mookie Betts is batting 249 with an equal amount of home runs, 30 less hits, and 17 less steals.
50 points in batting average difference. It's crazy.
Unbelievable. I guess you just got to be popular. I guess that's just the curse of the fan vote.
It's crazy.
Just another guy. He had a miserable game against the Mets, but this dude's been absolutely dominant.
Oh, yeah. He didn't make it?
Nope.
Wow. I didn't know that. I know Freed did, right?
Yeah, Freed, Judge, and Chisholm are the three.
That's crazy. He had a great year. A few bad starts, but
he had a couple horrible ones in the beginning, and then his recent one against the Mets was bad, but the rest in the middle,
he was on fire. Yeah.
Crazy.
And a couple of them were the Yankees defense that opened the floodgates.
Yeah.
There should be a stat with that. You know what I mean?
And he's only got 9 wins this year because he'll hand the lead over to the bullpen and they blow it.
Yeah.
The blow pen, as we call it. Aaron Judge and Bryce Harper trade home runs on the active leaderboard. This is pretty cool.
Yeah, and the difference in games is insane.
Judge has a career 349. Harper has
348.
Career 345.
Yeah, he just passed him last week. And
how many games was it?
The games were like 30-something hundred for, I think 30-something hundred.
17 games for Harper.
Oh, then it's a big difference. I thought it was in the 3,000s.
And for Judge, 1,084.
Yeah, so almost 700 games.
Both future Hall of Famers.
Yeah, definitely.
So,
and that's no knock on Harper. Harper's a stud. That's just showing you what kind of run Judge is on.
Yeah. Yeah, because you hit 60 home runs 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
So
yeah. You gotta wind up passing Stanton's bum ass.
Yeah, Harper also had a couple. Judge had a couple injury years. Harper in 2022 only 99 games. Other than that, he's done pretty well.
And didn't he just do his Tommy John? Didn't he just do his UCL a few years ago?
Yeah, that when they moved him to first.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So, and did he? Oh, most recent MVP 2021, 2-time. How many MVP awards Judge have? 2?
2, yeah.
Should be 3, but they gave it to Baby Altuve.
Yep.
But yeah, this will be fun to watch. I don't think Harper will ever pass back by him unless it's
don't say
soon.
It. I was gonna say don't say the I word.
No. I was gonna like if he hits a few in a row now.
Yeah.
But the further it gets from this point, Judge
definitely
is gonna pull away.
So what's Harper gonna hit a year? 30s?
30 to 40.
Yeah.
He's probably a 35 guy. This is a weird one.
It's a tough one. This one's tough.
So what would you do if it was you? So Volpe's dad sticks up for. So someone's yelling at Volpe at the Yankees-Mets game, and Volpe's dad starts yelling back. What would you do in this case?
It's hard because as a dad, you can't let somebody talk about your kid, but then on the other hand, you got to kind of be professional because it's going to happen, especially when it's a Mets Yankees, Boston Yankees, something like that. They're going to talk trash. Just like if you're in New York, you're going to talk trash about the other players. But yeah, this is tough as a dad. I mean, he went in though. He went in.
Volpe and your youngest are about the same age.
Yeah, real close.
So.
Yeah. Probably are the same age.
Yeah. I don't know how old Volpe is, but it's right around there.
Yeah. But, yeah, this is tough. It's hard.
What the point I made before we started was, well, if he doesn't want to have people yell at him, go play for the Rockies because nobody cares.
Or hit the damn ball.
Oh yeah, that too. Is he approaching the interstate these days? What's going
He's
on?
at 220 something.
See, and I think fewer people would complain. 217.
Yeah.
So here's the problem with Volpe: is if he was batting ninth, and he played like above average shortstop, nobody would say anything.
Like he did last year. He did pretty well last year, didn't he? Was it last year his Gold Glove year?
I think 2 years.
Yeah.
Gold Glove.
But you're right. It'd be old school. That's how the old school shortstop used to be. Played disgusting defense. No home runs, little home runs. Average was okay, but they would play disgusting defense.
Does it say how many? Because he's had a lot of errors this year. And by the way, Paul Goldschmidt has saved him from probably 15 more errors.
Jazz too.
I don't really care what happens with Goldschmidt in terms of his batting average. I mean, I do. But as long as he stays above like 260, 270, his defense at first base he's the best defensive first baseman. I think I don't want to hate on Rizzo.
I was going to say up with Rizzo.
But I think he's better than Rizzo defensively.
Yeah. He stops everything.
Yeah.
And smart too. The way, he's really smart playing defense.
Man. But yeah, I guess with Volpe, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough.
I understand it from both sides. That's one of those middle ones.
Yeah, this might have been one of the one as a dad, say a couple things and then go walk away and go grab yourself a beer or a hot dog or something.
Yeah. You know what? If it was me, I'd probably say, what? You don't think he doesn't give a F?
Yeah. He's trying.
He's not trying, yeah. He wants to get a hit more than you want him to get a hit. So chill. But, speaking of Volpe.
Jesus, it's just rains. When it comes down, it just pours, doesn't it?
This was to cap off a 6-game losing streak, getting blown out by the Mets. And I don't know if you guys have seen this, but Judge is coming in from right and gets absolutely dotted. Why can't he throw like that?
Perfect strike.
Just absolutely brains Judge.
He was bleeding too. Jeez.
And it's so much worse when you're not even in a tense situation. You're so relaxed, just jogging.
Yeah.
You're probably a bit like on the downside.
He was checking out the chick in the third row, bending over. Yeah.
And he's like, man, we're really sucking today. Like, bang. Oh, God. Good thing he's a tough, big, tough bastard.
Yeah.
That would have probably took any one of us out.
Yeah, that's crazy. But when it rains, it pours, boy, I'll tell you.
Yeah.
Volpe's got to feel even 10 times worse now.
Yeah. One more time. They didn't.
Oh, perfect. Perfect. Couldn't have hit him in the chest or the stomach or in the hand.
Did you ever see that one with Buster Posey? He's
throws it back.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the pitcher's not looking, but it lands perfectly in his glove.
Yeah. And the pitcher looks like, what the hell was that?
Classic Buster Posey. Aaron Boone tells his team they're the best team in the MLB. Thoughts?
Oh, God. It's delusional. Very delusional. You have the best player in the MLB. Yes, you can say that. But besides that, this team is a mess, and it starts with that guy sitting right there. I don't care. Sometimes you just got to shake it up. Send him packing. Let Ausmus be your coach for the rest of the year. Give it a shot. Ausmus he's got coaching ability and experience.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Give it a shot. Sometimes you have to shake it up. And what I want to see a team like the Yankees do is go old school with their coach. Stop getting these young guys. You know what I mean? Go back
like
to
Bruce Bochy or something.
Go back to like a Joe Torre type. You know what? Even the dude from, what was the dude that just did the Astros that just retired? Dusty Baker or something like that. You maybe got to switch it up. You know, go old school. Go back with the grind, and the laid back guy isn't working.
Yeah, and if it's true about him getting handed a lineup off of a printer every day, then what I want to see is not Boone being fired. Get the analytics out of his face and let him give it a try for the rest of the year.
Absolutely.
Let's just see what happens.
100%.
And they did move Jazz Chisholm back to second. I don't know if LeMahieu's starting at third.
No, they basically told LeMahieu today that, sorry, buddy, you're on the pine. So it's going to be Peraza's deal for now.
Interesting, because Peraza is real hard to watch.
Yeah, his defense is disgusting. But at the plate, I mean, if this dude could hit 230, that's all you need, 230.
If you could fuse Peraza's defense with Volpe. Jesus.
Yeah.
It's hard to watch him at the plate. He is lost. But LeMahieu can play third. I don't know what the problem is.
LeMahieu can.
So if you're going to keep him on the bench, trade him to someone who can use him.
Yes.
The love of God, and bring up Spencer Jones. Let's see what he has as a third. Okay.
Maybe there's no third baseman that are good in the league.
I still have that up here? I had the All-Star lineup up here somewhere. No, I must have closed it out. But that's crazy. I don't know what we're doing. I can't.
And they blow him up so bad. They're like, oh, he's done this ever since he came to the Yankees. He's done this. He's got this kind of stat. He's done that. I don't see it. He strikes out a lot. He's always swinging out of his shoes. And then when we went, he breaks down. He's got a nice just flick the wrist base hit. Like, oh, that's a good approach. What does he do the next time? He tries to swing out of his shoes and strikes out.
Yeah.
What's wrong with the little floofy approach?
I don't know what it is about the Yankees. Maybe it's the direction they give, because Torres is not doing this in Detroit. Torres would swing out of his shoes every at bat.
Yeah.
Like, you're not a goddamn home run hitter. Stop doing it.
Well, look what happened. What was the first baseman that was the next guy? I keep thinking of Kevin Moss, but it's not. It's newer than that. What's the lefty, the first baseman they brought up? He wound up having foot problems.
Yeah.
I can't.
Yeah.
Why am I blanking? Well, he came out. Like, can you think of his name? I can't think of his name. Well, anyways, while you're thinking of his name, I'll go on. They literally changed his swing. He was a base hit hitter, and they changed his swing to go towards a short porch. He never recovered, batted 150, and was done. I don't even know if he plays in the league anymore. Why can I not think of his name?
I'm struggling.
He was the next thing.
And he was nasty until he got hurt.
They tried to change his swing, gave him more of an uppercut, wanted him to start
Greg Bird.
God. They wanted him to start hitting home runs and let him hit base hits.
Yeah.
Why do we need I don't get it.
Kid, it's the short porch.
Yeah, the kid never recovered. What? He's done. I doubt he even plays anymore.
Yeah. The one way to find out.
Yeah. Sad though. He was nasty. Yeah, it sucks.
Wow, he never played for anyone else.
That's crazy.
Look at his first year. 261, pretty good.
Yeah.
11 home runs, yeah, pretty good.
No, we need you to get a little more uppercut on that swing. Got to get some more home runs. Who cares about the average?
It's unbelievable how brutally stupid this is. Yeah. Like, I don't get it. And this is why Sonny Gray, remember him?
Yeah.
He told the story of what the Yankees used to have him do. He's like, they would only let me pitch fastballs and his breaking ball low. So people would cue in on the fastball low and spit on the breaking ball low, and he couldn't get anyone out.
Yeah.
And now look at him. He pitched a one-hitter the other day. I don't get it.
Yeah. And they blame it on, he just can't handle the lights of New York. No, stop changing people. You bring them over because of what they've been doing, and now you want to change it.
Yep. He had a 4.9 in his full season with Yankees.
3-2.
He had a bad year in Oakland, but other than that,
all 3s and 2s.
Yeah. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
They completely butchered him.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one, we don't want the sound on. I guess this could have been under cash or trash, but play of the year ?
Oh God, this was nasty.
Let's see. Soto at the dish. You have frickin' Mark Leiter, who can't get anyone out. Yankees +2, man on first, and John Soto at the dish.
This saved the game. Game was over. He misses that.
So Bellinger with a shoestring snag, and I gotta pause it because of the copyright stuff. God, the Twitter freaking video is horrible.
You knew he had an arm like that?
Oh, yeah.
Holy hell, a strike, too. I'm like, oh, my God.
And then he gets up and sees,
Oh, he's meat.
Absolute dart.
Soto's looking at him like, bro, what are you doing?
Just a beautiful snag. And the Mets did challenge it because Lindor was clearly out at first on the throwback. So this was 2 outs or 0.
Yeah, this was one of them things that, you're done anyway, so.
And Goldschmidt didn't have to move. It was perfect.
That's money.
Play of the year?
That is money.
It's definitely the Yankees play of the year.
Yeah. The Oakland guy gets play of the year. He climbed up the wall and robbed. Yeah, that's nasty.
And that was in his first week in the bigs, right?
And he was amped too. He was pumped. Yeah, but amazing. I mean, I didn't know he had an arm like that. It's the first time I seen him actually launch.
Yeah. He's fantastic. Okay. Can we say this on YouTube because it's
He did.
Out? Oh, he did? Okay.
He did and Perkins did, so I'm sure we can.
Okay.
And are they meaning like raccoon?
I don't know. I don't know what the deal is here. Draymond Green calls Kendrick Perkins a coon and then apologized. What exactly is that? Is that like a oh no, I'm thinking of something else. I don't even.
Yeah, don't Google that one.
No?
No.
Okay.
I don't think we should say that too many more times.
So what
Perkins fired right back. Perkins sounds kind of thuggish. I don't think Draymond wanted any of the smoke. I think Did you see what Perkins fired back? He went on. He went right at him.
No, I can't. Anytime this piece of trash comes on the screen, I can't watch him. I absolutely hate him. He's an open racist, blatant racist.
Oh, yeah.
And I can't stand him, and he's got the IQ of like a toilet seat.
Yeah, you can put him right next to Ryan Clark. He's another one.
Oh yeah, that's the ESPN syndrome.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is that a curse word? I don't...
No, but it's
Is it a slang word for N?
I think it's kind of like,
is that what that is?
Kind of like 70s thing.
But why is he calling him that then? Is it like
he was kind of saying like you're acting like one of them? You know what I mean? Like you're acting like you're in control. You're being controlled. I'm pretty sure of that's what he was talking about. Yeah. Okay. But this is what I mean about Draymond. I mean, I can't understand why he always gets himself in this outside crap. You know what I mean? You got a team that you're trying to win more rings, and you're always worried about other stuff. You're always worried about fighting. You're always worried. You know what I mean? If you concentrate on the game, you got good defense. You're a decent player, bro. Why don't you try to go win another ring?
He is a complete lunatic, to be fair. So.
Yeah, but you're always into something. He reminds me of Rodman. Rodman to the 100th power. Rodman was always into stuff. You know what I mean?
Shaq. I saw this story where Shaq was talking about Rodman, how he'd stumble in at 4 p.m. for the game after drinking all night.
Yeah.
Smelling like an outhouse. Get 20 rebounds, not shower, go out to the club and get the baddest chick there. And Shaq was pissed.
I think Rodman, though, was more directed straight to get on people's nerves.
Yeah.
This dude's just annoying as hell, but he would... Rodman, a little different, but kind of the...
I'll Google it on here. I gotta know what it is because
you gotta put the slang for it.
It says short for raccoon.
And put slang.
Okay.
I mean, when we're done here, I'll give you a couple of examples of what it's equivalent to, but...
Oh my God.
Yeah. So you probably should skip this.
There's a caricature of one. Alrighty then.
Next.
Yeah, let's move on to Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. Okay, who's Cheryl Miller?
She's big on she was a big WNBA player. That's Reggie Miller's sister.
Really?
And now she does, a lot of...
Could she bang threes or...
I don't know. I didn't know anything about that back then. But she was a stud. I know she was one of the top players.
It's Reggie Miller's sister, for real?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Geraldine Miller. Played 4 seasons. Is this the right person?
Could be her. See if she's Reggie. I think she's Reggie Miller's sister. I'm pretty sure.
This person has freaking no... Is it Cheryl?
Yeah, Cheryl. Let's see.
Cheryl Miller, WNBA coaches. Did she play?
I'm pretty sure she did. You had to have.
I just see coach and WNBA exec.
Well, maybe she's an exec now.
There's no data on her as a player.
Maybe she didn't. I know she's big with WNBA.
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh? Maybe not. But yeah, she's comparing Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese to the rivalry between who they do, Bird and who? Magic and Bird. Now, which one of them is Magic and which one's Bird? Yeah, that's her right there, ain't it?
I don't know. So Cheryl Miller is a person?
Yeah.
It says basketball legend, so whatever that means. Not that much of
I know
legend.
when
I don't know her.
Swoops and Leslie Lobo or whatever her name is. I know that Cheryl Miller's in with them. All the
Leslie?
Is that Lisa?
Leslie.
Yeah, Lisa Leslie.
I know that one, yeah.
But I mean, she's always in with all them. I'm not too high on old school WNBA, but
yeah.
But yeah,
Caitlin Clark era.
How are you going to compare two legends and put Angel Reese in the same category?
Oh, I thought you were going to say, how are you going to compare 2 legends to Bird and Magic?
Hell no. Larry Legend.
Oh my God. Why? Because one's white and one's black? Is that why?
Maybe. It's got to be. She didn't even make the All-Star team.
In what world is... What's her name? Angel Reese a legend?
Yeah. She gets double-doubles on her me-bones.
Angel Reese is like the... the Wizard of Oz. You know how there's the big face and everyone's scared of it, and then you get there and it's just a dude behind pushing some switches. That's what this
Little
is.
midget dude.
Everyone's like, "Oh, Angel Reese," and then you watch her, and it's like, "Oh my god, I could D her up."
Yeah.
I got one leg and 3 toes on the other foot, and I could D her up.
Just trying to hype her up. That's all they're doing. Hype up something that's not there.
But why would it be Bird and Magic?
That's what I was saying. I don't see the comparison.
It'd be like Larry Bird and
Mo Williams or something.
Job.
Yeah.
Like, good Lord.
Uh,
All right, talking about the Super Bowl 60 champions, the Dallas Cowboys. Did I just throw you off with that? They're coming.
yeah.
Mark it.
No, it's not. I won't humor that.
Brian Schottenheimer, who I guess is the Dallas Cowboys coach now, future Hall of Famer.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is he Martin Schottenheimer's son?
I don't know.
Cowboys
Weird last name though, so I'm sure there's some kind of relation.
True. Brian Oppenheimer wants Cowboys greats in the building wearing their Super Bowl rings. Why?
That he wants it to influence them into wanting to win more, seeing the shine walking around. So
Gotcha.
It ain't gonna help.
You know what's interesting is when the first Eagles Super Bowl, everyone who came back didn't want any Super Bowl stuff in the locker room because they wanted it to be like they're still striving for something. So I don't know if this is what that is.
Problem is these players nowadays, they're not looking for the shine. They're looking for the dollar signs.
Yeah. Give me the bag.
Yeah. Old school, our time, us growing up and stuff. That's what it was all about. It was all about the rings.
It's so, I still can't get over why you would want $60 million and be a scrub team, or $30 million and win championships.
Absolutely.
I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense.
Absolutely.
It'd be different if it was $60 million and be a scrub, or make $4,000 and win championships.
I think I can make it on $30 million. I think I can do it. I'll try.
Yeah, it'd be all right. Unless you're Juan Soto.
Yeah.
Oh, we're talking about. I almost
you were
did
hoping
a
it was
sweet
popping.
Transition. Yeah. Okay. Actually, we'll talk about the Yankees in a second. But cash or trash time. Juan Soto was snubbed from the All-Star game.
See, a lot of people are making a big deal out of this, but I don't think it's too far off. Yes, his numbers are good now, but the defense isn't there. You had a subpar first half of the first half. Mm-hmm. What would it be? The first quarter of the year.
Yep.
And I mean, you're not on a team that's blowing people away. You're not really making a difference. Now he is, 21 home runs. Your average is up there, but for making $800 million, bro, you should be over 300 right now, which you don't ever do, which they signed you for $800 million. I don't know why, because you don't bat 300 anyways. So, yeah, I guess this is acceptable. Yeah, he should have made the All-Star team, I guess.
See, I say no, and then I look at Jazz Chisholm's numbers, and I'm like, oh. You know what? That's a bad sign, though, that Chisholm's in the All-Star game. That means there's no third baseman available.
It's got to be. Because their squad, did you see the American League? They got a squad.
Yep.
So, yeah, there must be not any stud third basemans.
But maybe don't bat 210 out the gate when you just got paid $750 million. Yeah. And then you'll make the All-Star game and make that much-needed more money that you need.
Yeah.
Which is, that went away. But Soto, I think we mentioned it already.
That was my opening, yeah.
Yeah. Soto wanted to make the All-Star game for more money.
Gotta get that bag. I don't have enough.
Oh. This just in, the Yankees cut veteran infielder DJ LeMahieu.
Yeah, I seen that coming.
Designated for assignment. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Did you see this?
Jason, he's a sick dude. He would be fun as hell to party with. Tell me that dude would not be a great time.
I was coming out of the parking garage by work, and the woman at the toll booth said, you look like one of the Kelsey brothers. I was like, please, and my beard was
she would have said Travis.
I think she was saying Travis because I had
one of your favorites,
clean shaven, and I'm like, not the one that's with Taylor Swift. And she goes, oh, I'm not sure. Like, oh my God, please.
We'll leave it at that.
I'll take Jason all day. Yeah. I strive to look like Jason Kelsey.
That dude would be an awesome time.
Yeah, his beard's so good it almost looks fake. But all right, you ready for his comment that got a bunch of backlash? Man, I love the 4th. One of the great days we can all set aside our differences in this country and enjoy the one thing we all share in common, that we are American. Cheers to you on beautiful America. And of course, this got backlash because he's Travis Kelce's brother. And Travis Kelce doing the COVID vaccine commercials and stuff. He's not allowed to like America. So,
like, what the hell does that have to do with me?
Because now they're linked.
That's craziness.
Yeah. So there you go.
I don't think there's anything whatsoever wrong with that. So it's because he's on that side. Now they're saying he should be on that side too?
Correct.
Oh, so the people that are on that side are the ones bitching.
The people who are with Travis Kelce on
gotcha.
You should take 72 vaccines and hate America. And,
weirdos,
and,
anyways.
Abolish ICE, like all these creeps.
They should be deported with the rest of them.
You know what we should do is the people who hate America so much, we should take their citizenship and give it to people who want it from South America or whatever.
Definitely.
So, but yeah, this is Jason Kelce. What a son of a bitch.
Yeah, you bastard. How dare you love America?
And it's slightly ironic that he said we can all set aside our differences and everyone's like,
what?
These comments, man, some of y'all are softer than dog poop. People are calling this controversial as sending me. Yep, pretty much. That's Instagram for you. What is this? Oh, that was supposed to be Cash or Trash. Play of the year. Cash or Trash, and we'll get to the Yankees in a second. The NBA has the best athletes in sports.
Yeah, this was from First Take. They were arguing that the NBA has the best athletes. I don't think so. I'm going to go with football and / hockey. Those are the two. Baseball, I think, needs the most talent, should I say? Yeah. But as far as the best athletes, you got a dude on both hockey and football. You got dudes banging you up and down the court, or up and down the field. You're on the ice with skates. You got dudes hitting you with their sticks. I mean, I'd have to go with football. I think that football, they were saying that basketball guys can convert to football easier than football can convert to basketball.
No shot.
I don't think so. I think it's the opposite way. And give me football with hockey really close behind.
And a lot of people say that because of the height, but it works both ways. You can be too tall for football and get your legs taken out.
Yeah.
And
there's big boys. There's big boys in both of them sports, in hockey and football.
Right. But if you were to take LeBron James and put him in football,
they were saying he'd dominate. That was their argument earlier. They said he would absolutely dominate.
I mean, by now maybe they would change the rules so you can't touch him.
Oh, you know they would.
But no shot. The dude is so soft. He gets hit with air and flies over, flops over. I'm going to agree with you. It's NFL. The thing that I didn't know about hockey is that they're going so hard all the time that when they do shifts, they do it every minute and a half. I didn't realize it was that quick.
I didn't either.
They're so intense on everything. It's got to be NFL.
Yeah, absolutely.
How many 4.1 40s you got in the NBA?
Some of them big dudes. You got DNs, but running it. You know what?
Yeah.
How do you have a guy 270, 6'5" running like that? It's insane.
There are literally 0 NBA players that could play corner in the NFL.
Yeah.
0. Name one.
He's going to tackle
Holmgren.
Yeah. I'd like to see a corner come in and try to lay a hit on Marshawn Lynch or somebody like that. Okay.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, Derrick Henry's another one. Yeah, okay.
Sure there, bud.
Get your ass folded real quick.
Last but not least, Cash or Trash. The Yankees should sell at the deadline.
Should or will?
Should.
If they're not going to make a move, we were just talking about this earlier. If they're not going to make a move and not going to get a big stud at third base, and they're not going to get another pitcher, whether it's relief or starter, absolutely. I'd sell off all the assets except for Judge, unless somebody wants to give me a bag. You want to give me a bag for Judge? You're going to give me 8-9 players for Judge? You got a big package? I'd send them all. And I'd start over.
Having a big package has nothing to do with this.
But I'd send them all. I seriously would. I'd send them all off. It'd start with Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt was doing well. He'd be gone. Bellinger, we'd tickle and shop him around. I'd sell them all.
No shot I would sell. There are 3 guys that are protected for me.
Fried, Judge, and Bellinger.
Correct. And what I would do is protect Bellinger right now and sign him to a 3-year extension. We'll say 3.
Yeah.
You need him. You can sell Volpe, Chisholm, the ones I put up first, and not because I love Goldschmidt, but he's older and he's still very good right now, and he could bring in some Rodon's available, Chisholm, Devin Williams for sure.
Yeah.
See ya. My boy Grisham, who I hated last year, but it's my boy now.
Do you remember a handful of years ago when Yankees did this? They started selling. They were selling out on the season. Yeah. And then Sanchez popped off. Tyler Austin popped off. Yeah. Judge went crazy. And, we're in the playoffs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That was when they sent Andrew Miller to the Indians and Chapman to the Cubs.
Yeah. And then they got Glaber in that one deal with Cubs.
They got Clint Frazier for one of them. From Cleveland. Yeah. For Andrew Miller.
But, man, you got to shake something up. You can't. And like I said before, one of my biggest pet peeves is doing the same shit over time and time again. Yeah. You got to shake something up. You got to try something different. And it's not you're shaking the lineup up. You know what I mean? When it's doing good, you got to try something different. You have to. You can't just keep running the same thing over and over and over and over again. I mean, we talk like they're 10 games out of first place, but I mean, I don't know. It's just doing the same thing. You should be dominating teams. Your core is good. You just got to make a couple extra, shake it up.
And cutting DJ LeMahieu, who actually looked pretty good recently, since he's come back, since he's finally healthy, is not the way to do it.
That's weird. And is he getting big bag? He's not, is he? He's not getting a ton of money.
22?
Yeah, he's not. I mean, that's not a ton.
But I hope he goes somewhere and has a shot. But to me, everyone's available except for Judge, Fried, and Bellinger. Everyone. Oh, and Heel's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
As soon as he comes back, and we didn't talk about Clark Schmidt, but poor guy's got to have Tommy John again. So
I'll tell you right now, Stanton's got to go. Stanton 100% has to go. You have to.
He's got to go at some point soon. Judge has to play more at DH. There was one the other day where they had. Was it playing DH? It was Dominguez playing DH, and they had Bellinger in left. Let Judge DH a bit. What are we doing? You're going to burn this guy out. You're already wasting all his prime years.
Absolutely.
With these terrible teams.
Yeah. But if you're not going to go for it, you're not going to get Suarez, and you're not going to go get a stud pitcher, I'd wrap it up. I really would.
Oh, Eugenio Suarez from... Okay. Because Ranger Suarez isn't going to be available from Philly, but... But to me, there's a couple of guys I'm saving, and I'm extending Bellinger if he wants to do it. And I sit down and talk to him like, bro, you want to stay here till 2029? We'll do it now. If you don't, we'll let you play for a contender. And you know where Bellinger would fit perfectly is in Philadelphia.
Oh, absolutely.
So, but I think Bellinger would want to stay. So Bellinger, Heel, Fried, and Judge. The rest are not even available, but... Well, I wouldn't just send Volpe away, but I would send the rest. Even if you got to eat, let's say you got to eat 2/3 of Stanton's contract, get rid of this guy.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
And Spencer Jones, for the love of God, will you please just bring him up or send him on his way?
Yeah.
Before everybody knows he sucks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? While people are high on him, get rid of him or let him burn. Let him play.
Yeah. Do you keep Dominguez from the trades, or you let him go too?
Well, really, for me, everybody would be available, even Judge, only because I know marketing and all that stuff. But you got to think Judge is 33. Mm-hmm. If you blow this year, he's 34. How many years, which it sucks, we're going to get cheated out of years of him, but really, how many more years can he play outfield 130 games or 125 games?
Well, this could be your outfield. Dominguez, Bellinger, Jones, and then Judge DH, and then you rotate DH through to give it.
That's ideal, and then have Rice be the roundabout guy.
Or Rice just play first base after Goldschmidt.
True.
Yeah.
True.
But I don't know. They got to do something because it's gross.
But they're what they're looking for right now. What they're looking at Isaiah Kiner Falefa, that answer to third base. And if you're doing that, just wrap it up, dude. Trade away. Wrap it up. ICAV, don't get me wrong, great guy, willing to do anything for the team, but he's not your answer. He's not. He's hitting well this year. He was. I haven't seen his stats in a month or so, but wrap it up. He'll play anywhere. He'll do whatever you say.
271 with a home run.
He was at about 300.
Oh, they'll change his swing, so he'll be back at 220 with 8 home runs.
Yeah, we need you to hit a few more home runs.
Jesus. All right, well, that'll do it for us. Thanks for watching. Oh, it's trying to get an update while we're doing this, and we'll catch you guys later.